Hello everyone, welcome back to this video. So in this video we'll be seeing about the margin and padding. Okay, so what is my margin and what is my padding in CSS properties? Okay, so I have created a div tag here, right? So I have a div tag and I have a paragraph tag. So I've denoted it using an ID property and I have denoted the paragraph using a name text. Okay, so this is a div tag which I give you the name for this ID property. Okay, no need to confuse at all. So now what I might be doing is I will be using the properties called margin plus padding. Okay, so what is mean by padding is kind of a space between, that means inside any of the box or any of the contents. Okay, so you can see there is some space between background of this image, that means background of this text, right? So you can see there is some space, there is no space between here at the left side, so we have a much more space at the right side, right? So we have an no space at the bottom and we have only a small space at the top, right? How to give a space is using a padding. Okay, so if I click padding, so give us a 10 pixels. So save and refresh the browser. You might note every side I have given 10 pixels, it means 10 pixels of size for this name. Okay, for this text I've given only a property for the paragraph tag. Okay, no need to worry at all. So I have given a property for this name text. You can see here is also name text. I'll give a property called padding 10, which give me a space between, which give me a space inside the tag. Okay, this is inside the tag. So padding uh, this is basically a tag size. So this is basically a tag size which the color is held now. So this full color has been a tag size. Okay, this is what the tag, inside the tag we giving a space to 10. Okay, so if you need to specify only a top padding, that means only give the space for the top, you can also give it as like padding top, padding hyphen top 10 pixels px. Okay, if you refresh, you might know there's only a space at the top. As like the same, you can give it for the bottom. Okay, only for the bottom, or you can either give like only for the top and a bottom. Okay, top and a bottom, only 10 pixels. Okay, so you can give a width property to describe the width. Okay, so I'll be removing this and I will be giving the width property. So my width need to be at a fit content. That means what are the content, what I need to take the amount of space, how much as it is. Okay, as like this. Okay, now I need to give the property, give the width padding property to right and the left to be as 50. Okay, to be as a 50 pixels. What I can do, so you can see there is a much more space in the right. As like the same, I can give it as in the left. Okay, left is equal to padding 50. Okay, so these four lines actually give me a messiest thing, right? So how can I reduce these lines to into one line? So we can use the um, all cycle kind of one tag, property, to describe every spacing in a one property using only padding. This is a syntax. Padding, at the end of padding you will be having a close. uh, let us assume in the cyclic method, at first we'll be denoting for the top. Okay, we'll be removing all these kind of things, and first we'll be having at the top. Let me see. Okay, if I refresh, you might note there is a space between all the things, right? I didn't get anything. So 50 pixels. Now after the 10 pixels, give some space for the 50 pixels. You might note the two difference between, like, top and the bottom has been changed to 10. This is the top and bottom, this is the left and right. First thing includes the vertical thing, and second thing describes the horizontal kind of thing. If you need to change the every padding padding size, you need a different padding size for the top and different padding size for the left and bottom, all the things you can give for that also. So after this I will be giving for the 40 pixels, not a 40 pixels, for 80 pixels. Okay, after that I'll be giving a 5 pixels. Okay, if I refresh, you might note here is only a small amount of data, that means a 5 pixels. You might note there is a only 5 pixel because 10 is at the top and 50 is here, which goes from here to here and down and here. It's in the form of a cyclic method. So this is how we'll be giving everything in a single line, or you need to give only a horizontal and vertical thing. It means you have a property of left and right property padding properties in the form of same. You can give as 50 for the vertical thing and 10 for the horizontal thing. So this is how actually a vertical and the horizontal actually works. Okay, this is the vertical thing and this is the 10 is the horizontal thing. Okay, next we will be seeing the uh, margin. Okay, how actually margin looks like. Okay, so I'll be changing it to a 10 itself. Okay, fine. So now you might note the content is here, right? We have a space between at the top, at the left, I mean outside the paragraph, right? Paragraph tag, I mean this is the paragraph tag which we have named. So if I need to give the margin equal to, that means use a margin, so I can control the I mean control the size where I can where I need to keep my tags. Okay, so for that we'll be using a margin. So margin top, if I give the margin top equal to 30 or 50, if I save, if I refresh, you might note there is a space outside. The padding means inside the tag, margin means outside the tag. So outside the tag there is a size 50 at the top, right? Because I give the top. So only if I give the margin, you might note the 50 will be at all the spacing. Okay, at the bottom, at the left, at the right, or at the left, top also. Okay, or you can give for the specific uh, I mean specific alignment also, like if you need to give a name for the top, you can also give it for the top itself. Okay, this is how actually margin works and this is how actually padding works. Okay, let us see in a more described way using an yeah, we have the here we have a correct kind of thing here, right? Okay, okay, this is how actually the whole kind of thing works. So we have a content here, we'll be writing something. Okay, writing something here. Okay, we'll be having the content here. So actually this border kind of thing will be border our data. Okay, this padding will be give some space between the border, that means outline of an tag, that means a border of a tag. We'll be discussing about the border in the later videos. So border between the content is known as padding, and above the border, that means outside the tag, is known as a margin. Okay, so this is how actually describes using in the form of data, that means in the form of properties. Okay, we'll be using a margin on a padding to align our contents. Okay, that means to make some size differences in our content. Okay, so let us see in the next video. We'll be seeing a border in the next video, so stay tuned for the next video.